Tonight on the Super Important Show, a man builds a castle, a throne tries to kill another man, and art imitates life. If by art you mean a large vat of bull semen, and that's what we mean as art. I am one of your hosts, Destiny Dado, and joining me as always is the wonderful Heather Jules Booth. Hello, Heather. How you doing? And joining us tonight is one of our favorite guests, Julia Darden. Hello, Julia. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Julia, for folks who don't know you, tell us a little bit about who Julia Darden is. It'd be crazy not to know, but please tell them.
I know. This is my 4th or 5th time on the show now, but for those of you who don't know me, yes, I, as my banner said, I am a puppeteer and comedian here in New York City, doing lots of both of those things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Heather, do you want to get us into Road You Crazy? You want to just get right into it?
Absolutely. Yes, I absolutely would love to, because it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, we have everyone's worst nightmare. A Florida man now. That's it. Everyone's worst nightmare.
He's a Florida man. Yeah.
But this Florida man went to use Dunkin' Donuts and unfortunately went to use the restroom, and the toilet exploded all over him, covering him in everything that was in the pipes. As this article says, covered in feces, but other things including urine and just general debris. This happened to him. He walked out of the restroom and sought help from the employees, and the employees said, "Oh yeah, we know there's a problem with the toilet." And he has now since, decided to sue Dunkin' Donuts for pain and suffering and mental anguish. And he said I think he said like fear and pain and suffering, a whole. What did he say? And so I read 2 separate articles about this. The first one said, Joy put up a sign. The first one said that he was going to sue for $50,000, and the other article I read said $100,000. So I guess maybe as time passed,
neither of those amounts
are enough.
Yeah.
It is so interesting that you both say that, because this story, I was like, holy shit, this is awful, literally. And I Googled to read more about it, and actually stumbled on the Reddit where this article came from, or like where they talked about it. And that's one of the top things people were saying. They were like, who has this happen to them and then just asks for $50K, even $100K? And they're like, and then who also like, who does this happen to where you go and the employees knew about it? Which, like, I know the employees serving the coffee, like, they can't fix it, but somebody in the franchise ownership had to know that this was an issue, and no one had done anything to fix it.
Right.
And everyone was like, aim really high and negotiate down, but do not start at $50K.
Yeah. Here's the thing I will say. I have been to many a fast food place where I've seen a out of order sign on a restroom. If the bathroom sometimes explodes is not an out of order situation, how would one define a bathroom out of order situation? That feels like when they say, I know, it's like, yeah, then it's out of order.
Close it down, right?
Right. If explosion is above a 0% possibility, shut the bathroom down.
Right. Do not make the bathroom accessible to the public.
Yeah.
And if you're an employee, sign a waiver or something that's like, if I use this bathroom, I'm accepting the liability of using this bathroom. But the customers don't have any choice. And the employees shouldn't have to deal with that either, by the way. I'm not advocating that they should. But, like, what the hell? People on Reddit were suggesting, like, what kind of signs should you put up? One person was like, well, what if you put toilet sometimes explodes and just put like the nuclear like sign, the sign for like nuclear waste, or just like atom bomb or whatever.
How do you know your toilet might explode though? That's my thing. They're like, oh yeah, we know it's always a possibility.
So
But
it sounds like this had happened
What are the
before in
signs?
this specific
What are the
Dunkin'
signs
Donuts.
for the public so we all can know
But
if our toilet is about to
I don't know. So Reddit seems to think that there are two reasons this toilet exploded. The first is pranksters who put a firecracker down the toilet. So there's no way to know if that's happened, but know
Yes.
that I guess that's a thing.
Yes, there
Is
is.
there debris on him of
What
explosives?
would it just be sitting in there?
Well, yeah, I mean, it
If you,
doesn't
like, flushed it-
dissipate completely. Like an explosive, like
What
a little pipe bomb, or like a cherry bomb thing, or the fireworks.
It's not going to go all the way down the pile. I'm just assuming it just flushes neatly, and it's
Right,
like a
but-
snake just hiding down in the plumbing.
But it needs fire. Like, I mean, I guess like if the person just walked into the room, the question is like, how long were they like going?
Yeah, wouldn't a
Well,
firework
maybe there were,
dissipate in
like-
water?
Methane gases?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's the
imagine
other
the
theory.
Dunkin'
People,
Donuts bathroom has a lot of.
a lot of methane
Sparks?
gases. Yeah. Other people were saying that if it's not firecrackers, it's more likely like there's some kind of plumbing backup, and that the plumbing backup, somebody got really into it, and it was too sciencey for my brain, but it had something to do with like Florida being really flat, and they're like, Florida's really flat, so the plumbing would build up, and then methane gases would build up, and that's a perfect storm for a toilet to explode. So, yet another wonderful reason to, don't, Sushi, do not use a public bathroom in Florida, it sounds like.
I think that's more the sign to put on our
That's
on
the takeaway,
every public bathroom in Florida.
Mhm.
Our toilets could explode. We're Florida.
Right.
Florida man toilets.
I am generally against cliche jokes. I'm generally against like quoting things or whatever. That does seem like the one scenario where that guy could have been like, do not go in there after the explosion. And I would have been like, okay, you're on it. Like
You earned it. Yeah, you earned that.
You earned that one. Like,
Yeah.
any other version
That's-
is cliche.
yes.
So,
Right. Yeah. And it was, it's horrifying because I was thinking about it, and I was like reading, and at first I was just like, oh, that's really horrifying. And then I was like, no, the more I thought about it, I was like I didn't even stop to take in how absolutely disgusting it was. And then I was like, no, that's really like beyond.
I mean, that's my reaction. Is like, of all places, of all fast food too, it's a Dunkin' Donut, like coffee shops already. Dunkin'
Right,
Donuts,
already
we've all been-
heavily
We
hit.
already know what it's like to go in a Dunkin' Donuts. And the clientele, I imagine. that
Someone on
afford
Reddit
Dunkin'
was like
Donuts.
victim blaming. They were like, "Why'd the guy even use a bathroom in a Dunkin' Donuts?" And someone else was like, "Dude, come
Hey,
on,
listen,
you
sometimes
drink
gotta
your
go.
coffee,
Sometimes you gotta
you know." Yeah.
Ugh.
There were also a lot of Taco Bell jokes, obviously.
that makes
within the
sense.
thread.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I guess this is like such a new lawsuit. No one knows yet, but I'm wondering. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
I am happy for the guy that I did scour the internet for pictures of this guy that I could not find, which is good that nobody was just like, oh, look at you covered in feces. Click.
Yeah, nobody like whipped out their phone and was like,
Yeah.
What actually
I can't
is
believe an
shocking
employee.
that there's no like
Yeah, 'cause
TikTok video of this guy.
I can't
just,
believe an
like,
employee didn't just like go like low key, like, it happened again. Although maybe if you did, you wouldn't post it anywhere.
No, you definitely would.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
truthfully, it's worth it. Probably like the fame of doing that versus the job of working in Dunkin' Donuts. You're probably like, I'll find a different job. I'd rather get a million
Well, exactly.
views.
You'll just find a new job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else on our wonderful exploding
No,
toilet?
it's just horrifying, and I agree. It's like you just never wanted. It's not a thing I ever wanted to think about being a possibility anywhere in life. An exploding toilet. It's
Right.
just, no.
Definitely something.
2024.
Yeah. It's also like that thing where, like, every once in a while you'll read a story or like see a thing where like a snake crawls up like a toilet, and you're like, great, I'm going to be thinking about that for the next fucking month. Now that you told me about that, now every time I go to a Dunkin', I'm going to be afraid to get covered in feces
Yep.
in multiple different ways. So yay, Julia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us something better. Give us something like cleaner, please.
Mine is definitely a lot cleaner.
Okay.
A lot more inventive. So my story that I have is about a man who lives in Cuba, and he decided that he wanted to be a king. And how do you do that? He built his own castle and just kind of declared himself a king. And I will say, based on the photos, it is a very impressive castle. It's exactly what you think about. Here he is, Ivan. I can't recall off the top of my head what his he gave himself a full regal title. It's like Sir Ivan the First of Cubao, I think.
Yeah,
I'm going to horribly pronounce that. I apologize. But here he is, in his medieval times glory, in his living room.
Right, he's got the Mona Lisa in his living room, so he must be
literally
very important.
Yeah, I mean, he's surrounded himself with probably fake pieces of art, just like his castle.
I mean, I think pretty true. Yep.
Yeah, but his day job is he's a shoe shine guy, so he saved up his coins and built himself a castle.
Yeah.
Do you have the picture of the castle?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is very awesome. I love the fact that he also has a banner of himself on the background. I know plans to build a moat next around the outside, and also a dragon to sit on top of his castle. So he's going full.
I look forward to how he's going to make that happen.
I mean, the dragon seems easier than the moat. I feel like the moat you need permits. The dragon you could probably just get away with.
Yeah, I don't know how the city's going to feel about him putting a moat on the sidewalk.
Putting a moat in this road? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's a great way to keep people away.
He does have a family. He lives there with them, and I think his wife's face says it all in this next photo of what it's like to live with a man who's decided to crown himself king.
And build a castle.
Yeah, it's kind of very like, why are you encouraging this? Like, kind of look to it. Like,
and like, you could tell, like, the son is like, yeah, my dad's crazy, but like, he still thinks it's pretty funny. Like, it's cool. Yeah. It's like, my dad's a king.
Like,
and she's just like,
stay out of my kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I almost found like not upsetting. That's the wrong word. But when she's like, you can do whatever you want, just not to the kitchen, and I was just like, that. I don't know. I agree with you, but that also feels like very stereotypical. You know what I mean? Like.
I also agree. I don't mind the castle, but yeah, the inside decor is just. It's
a hodgepodge.
The outside is very medieval times restaurant, and then you go inside and you're like at the Olive Garden.
So is his crown.
I mean,
his crown looks straight out of medieval times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's giving Party City. I wanted to be a king for Halloween, and his house is giving, Olive Garden or tacky Vegas casino hotel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look at those chairs. Yep.
But I think this is a story, of just, like, manifest what you want. He wants to be a king, so he made himself a castle. He bought himself a bunch of prints of art.
Mm-hmm.
Hung up a bunch of fleur-de-lis, because, why not?
He's a king.
Yeah. I mean, I know every man's got to go his own way, but, like, I'd like to see how the rest of this room plays out, because it'd be kind of cool to sit on a throne like that. But then you're like, okay, and now, what do I do? Like, you know what I mean?
I kind of want. I hope I wish I didn't search, but if there's a Zillow listing for this castle, so we could see every room, because I feel like if this is just the tiny portion he showed us. His house, like every room, it's like
would love to see
Graceland. That. Every room has a theme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he seems the type.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think that there's a dungeon in the basement somewhere.
Probably.
Yeah.
That like
he's gonna get a moat and a dragon. I would hope he built a dungeon.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't use it. I kind of don't want to know what he would use his dungeon for, but
right.
But you don't think she's got a wild side?
I think she's over it at this point.
Yeah.
She very well does, but she's just like, ugh, now we have to take a picture about this whole king thing again.
Yeah. It's going to make it
It's
so
like,
much
wow,
worse.
We really can't let this go. All right.
And I feel like so I'm in complete agreement. Like, yeah, I don't love the stereotype of like, just stay out of my kitchen. But the fact that she said it, I wonder if he just is incessantly like carrying on about this and like tried to start bringing it into like, what if you made me a fancy king something? And she's just like, no, my kitchen is going to not be medieval. It's going to be a regular kitchen.
Yeah, I'm not going to cook
it.
Can
functionally use.
Yeah, I'm not going to cook in a cauldron just because you got a weird.
So I'd also love to see.
fetish.
I wonder if the kitchen is just very modern looking, like just.
Well,
it just looks like a normal modern.
I feel like every room in this house must be super themed for her to be like, not my kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just have a working stove, a microwave?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to see updates with the dragon.
Yeah,
I would also like to see updates with the dragon.
Yeah, as soon as we get them, we will share them. I promise.
All right.
I don't know when it's coming. Anything else, or we want to move on to our third story?
I'm good.
Okay.
Manifest your castles, everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, manifest your castles. I like that. It's a good takeaway.
So our third story, when I mentioned earlier about art imitating life, so
this headline.
So Heather and I are part of a sketch group, and one of the sketches that we didn't end up doing was a sketch about somebody robbing a bank. But the twist was, it was a sperm bank. But it was like, that's silly, nobody would ever do that. Yes, they would. Apparently, somebody has recently robbed a cattle sperm bank. Let me get my details up so that I can speak intelligently about
let me
this.
get the photos up, and I was like, no.
I also thought that's what you were about to say, and I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, we know we can picture it enough.
Right. Apparently, two large containers that are normally kept in liquid nitrogen were stolen from this place that. From this company whose job it is basically to do artificial insemination on cattle. It's been described as incredibly expensive. They won't even tell you how much was stolen, but okay, here's the part in the story that where I was like, ooh. They explained that the containers are the size. They are of a size that can be transported in a car, strapped in a car seat, but you would want to drive very slowly to ensure that the lid didn't come off. Basically meaning that you didn't cover yourself in
we know.
In bullshit. Yeah, you got it.
Call up that Florida guy.
Right.
We got a driving gig for him.
But apparently, it goes for a lot of money. The containers alone are worth $2,000, and it's $500 a piece per straw, which is basically one dose of it. And there's
I mimed what the straw.
and there's like hundreds of straws in this thing. So it's like thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of bull semen that's in each of these containers. Yeah, there's 6 storage compartments, each holding 200 to 300 straws at $500 a piece. So this is an incredibly expensive thing. I think the question really here is, how do you move stolen semen? How do you explain to somebody I legitimately came upon
what?
I bet there's a black market for it we don't know about.
Oh, that part, yes. But so someone pulls up next to you, let's say someone stops you and they're like, "Hey man, what's that in your passenger seat?" What do you say?
Soup. They're just soup. Containers.
Soup. Just a lot of Gatorade, man.
Right.
So much Gatorade.
I'm just thinking of if that were a comedy sketch, you'd be like, "Oh, why don't you have some of the soup?" Okay.
It's really cold out. Yeah, it's really cold, buddy. You better make sure
in my car. I'm cooling it down.
Yeah.
You better make sure you warm yourself up. No. I'll feel better if I see you eat that.
There you go. There's part 2 of your sketch.
There's part 2 of the sketch. You better tell Frank.
Yeah. Now we're definitely gonna do it.
The third beat.
Oh, he'll write it.
Oh, I know.
The third beat is the office. Chili, but
water
it's
cooler.
The guys trying to carry it into their house. And they trip and fall. You're welcome.
I love it.
Gift those.
Yeah. I love it.
But I mean, also for all of our viewers out there, if somebody tries to sell you like black market semen, maybe call the cops. Like, we don't. We don't want to encourage.
But
it.
if you are getting contacted, no one's just reaching out to someone to be like, "Hey, I got some black market semen." Like you're out seeking it. If you're in touch with somebody who has
it, message board that you've
sought it. Yeah, it's a specific. Yeah.
But I'm also talking about people who just like buy semen and don't even ask where it's from. They're just like, "Hey, oh, that looks like a good price on semen," and don't even check to see.
Who are these?
So that also. Well, I assume what if it's so? Is it weird black market fertility stuff, and they're not checking, and now they're like, "Wow, why is it not working? Because it's bull semen."
Right. I mean, and the other thing, just so you guys know, if you do steal a bunch of black market semen, basically the minute you touch it with your hands, it's useless. You have to handle it very carefully. That's why it's kept in liquid nitrogen, which is very dangerous. So if somebody also is comes up to you in a trench coat and is like, "Hey, do you want some of this semen?" You should say no. It's too late. That semen's not valuable anymore.
It's not viable anymore. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's got to be like a straight up Back to the Future situation where they're like.
I'm with Joy. Why do you know this, Dustin?
I read the article.
Okay.
I know. I do love that he's very listen.
Article got.
He's like, I just want you guys to know, if someone walks up and offers you black market semen, it's already gone bad. So don't waste your money.
Right.
He's just looking out for us.
Yeah. This show is all about helping people learn things and not get scammed by bad semen.
Is it also? I am curious that this bull semen, was it from a very prized bull?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. So part of it is is the original bull, and according to the thing, it's keeping the lines kind of going. And this bull tragically died 2 years ago, so you can't even go
anymore.
Yeah, you can't go stimulate the bull anymore. Bull's dead.
Wow. Goddamn. I'm so wow.
Yeah. So it's more tragic than it sounds like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it's with racehorses. It's the same thing.
Right. And that would be very
there
valuable.
was such prize bulls versus, but I guess.
Oh yeah.
Bullfighting and stuff like that.
Yeah. So that's our semen story, because we gotta have one. Everybody knows that. We can't get through a whole episode
without one. I got
one.
out clean with this round.
Yeah. Your story was the most tame. And before we move on, it is a part in the show where I encourage you to like and subscribe. It lets other people know that you enjoy the content, and it lets you know when new episodes are coming. So take a moment, like and subscribe. It's fun for everybody, and it makes us happy. It's also the part in the show where we start doing What the Fact, which for folks who have not seen that before, I will ask these guys a bunch of weird-ass questions that they probably don't know the answers to. They'll try and guess. You folks at home will try and guess, and we'll see who gets it right. So, are you ready for What the Fact? All right, here we go. And Julia, I'm coming to you first.
Okay.
And I'm going to preface this segment by saying none of these are all of the above.
All right. I appreciate that heads up.
I'm going to ruin that part now. What was the reason that pirates wore earrings? because you often see pirates
semen.
with earrings.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why? Was it so they always had jewels on them for money? Was it because they thought it gave them better eyesight? Or was that it worked as a lockpick if they ever got captured? Why do pirates wear earrings? This one isn't funny so much as it is interesting.
I'm gonna go wild card. All four. Nice try. No, I'm gonna go with C. They could use it as a lockpick. That seems very
Okay.
practical.
Okay. And we got an A and C as well. Heather, what are you thinking?
I'm going with C. I also think that that's the most interesting and most logical one.
Mm-hmm.
A seems just too
That's pretty
obvious, and
logical,
B
too.
seems... Yeah, and B just seems too weird.
Okay.
So I'm going with C. I also just think C is cool.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
That makes me happy because I made up C. The actual answer is B. They thought it gave them better eyesight.
Really?
They thought the precious
Wow.
metals would heal you, so they wanted to always have some precious metal that was essentially
But they're not
like
sticking them in their eyes.
no, but they're like they had
Absorbing
healing
the
powers.
metal. It's like wearing crystals.
Yeah,
You're right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
yeah. So they all wore earrings so that because they thought metals had precious abilities.
Wow.
So
Should have gone
Yeah.
with B. Pirates are notoriously not smart.
yeah.
Uh-oh, sorry to get you guys now targeted by...
Yeah, we're gonna get some letters
Yeah.
about that, Julia.
Yeah, 100%.
Sorry.
Question number 2, and Heather, I'm going to come to you first on this one.
All right.
Which is true about the first test of anesthesia to the spine? The first time they
I'm
tried
gonna
to.
hate all of these options.
You
Great.
may very
Here
well,
we
yeah.
go.
It was done with cocaine directly into the spine. They kicked the person in the balls to see if it worked, or it was done to Ben Franklin.
Whoa. Can you repeat the wording on A again?
Sure. It was done with cocaine to the spine.
I'm going with that. The old days were barbaric and cocaine was in everything. So
Okay.
I'm going with that. I will tell you secretly, I would love if it was C, because that's really cool,
Mhm.
but I don't think it is. I think, unless the first test of anesthesia was like a lot of booze, and then
Mhm.
it might be him, but
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with A.
Okay. Well, we got it. We got a couple of A's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joy said C, we got an A.
Yep.
Julia, what do you think?
I'm going to go with C.
You're gonna go with C? Okay.
C's great.
Why not?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not C.
Damn.
But it is in fact A and B.
A and B
Oh.
Yeah.
Now.
They straight up.
at the same time.
Yeah. They put cocaine in a person's spine, and then they kicked them in the balls as hard as he could, and he felt nothing. So they said, "Okay, let's burn the person." So they burned him, and then when that didn't cause any pain, they also stabbed him, and they were like, "Great, this works."
But then he was dead, obviously.
I mean, I think they did a minor version of those things. I don't think that they
I don't think they set him completely engulfed in flame.
right. They just
See, my brain is just immediately like completely engulfed in flames, and then just stab.
no,
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like a Rasputin kind of situation.
Wait, but this is also fascinating, and I admit I know nothing about anesthesia really. Is it related to cocaine?
I mean, I think cocaine is.
Current day is.
Yeah, it isn't it like an opioid of some kind or something. That like I don't know, but you know,
Really don't know.
if you're in a MacGyver type
Joy, like a
situation,
witch trial.
yeah. If you're in a MacGyver type situation and you're like, oh no, we need to do anesthetics and all we have is cocaine, know that
Do a bunch of coke.
yeah, in your spine, and you'll be fine. So
Wow.
that's a thing we know now too. What does it say?
Just I
Interesting
think
where
I
her
think
brain
Sujatha
went.
means the
Yeah.
fact that I was like full burn,
Yeah.
stab. I think
That is
that's
Heather,
what she means.
I
mean, it's all or nothing, you know?
Heather goes 0 to 100.
Yeah.
0 to stab.
0 to stab.
All right,
0 to
so
stab.
our last question is, what is true about the mammal, I believe it's pronounced bitterong, from South America? There's a mammal known as bitterong. Some of these things are true. I'm going to give you two of these things are true. So only one of them is not true. Is it that this animal has the head of a cat, the tail of a monkey, and walks like a bear? Is it that its mating call sounds like a person saying, "What's up?" Or is it that it smells like buttered popcorn?
Oh my god.
Two of these are true. Julia, I'll come to you first.
I vaguely think I've heard of this animal.
Okay.
And I think it is A and C.
Okay. Cool. Why? What? Because you just remember hearing about that.
Well, it's the buttered popcorn one. I'm very confident about because
Okay.
I've that sound like once I saw, I was like, that sounds like something I've heard of.
Okay.
And then A, just I'm going with it.
Okay. Yeah, we got another A. I didn't see who that was, but we got another A.
Mm-hmm.
Heather, what do you think?
Well, I feel like I don't want to go with C just because I feel like Julia knows it's C, and I want to mix it up. So I'll go with B because I also would love for it to be B.
Okay.
B's hilarious. I'd really love for it to be B and C. I'm going to be really surprised if it's. Oh, it's 2?
Yeah, it's two. Two of them are true.
2 of them are true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julia. I did not. That was not active listening on my part. I'm going to go with B and C then. I'll go with B and C.
Okay.
I feel like I would have seen this animal if it were some kind of cat head animal, because I see a lot of like cat content. But
so,
and if not, then I need to see it.
Yeah, I will preface this by saying I did not get an image of it. Normally, I would definitely share an image. So,
come on.
So
come on.
If you want to, I will give you the answer, and then if you want to Google,
well, obviously.
Because the actual answer is, in fact, A and C are real. It smells like butter popcorn, and it looks like a cat with a monkey tail.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, if you want to share with the group, I will.
And the reason I also picked A is because the buttered popcorn thing. I remember like seeing a picture of this animal like walking on its 2 legs. It's like, look at this weird thing.
All right, hold on. I'm pulling up a picture of this. Yep, get ready, everybody.
Yeah, it's a weird ass little animal. I will.
There it is. That's what it looks like.
Oh, he's cute.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
And he
right.
smells like buttered popcorn. So
It smells like buttered popcorn, which is a pretty nice way to smell. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Sorry, he doesn't say what's up, Heather.
Yeah.
I am disappointed that he doesn't say what's up because I really liked that option, but
Yeah.
oh well.
Sadly, it is not to be.
Sadly.
So.
Joy. Aw.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, he is pretty cute.
Yeah. So that's our what the facts for today. Somewhere out there is an animal
Nice.
that smells like buttered popcorn and has a cat head and a monkey tail. Looks like a bear.
Yeah.
So, which then brings us, you guys, to our Amazon stuff, or items that we sell. That we said Amazon. The graphic has Amazon, but Etsy, but it's all over the place this week.
You know, it's all over the internet.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Scotch tape. How anything that's sticky, we call it Scotch tape or Kleenex. You know, anything that's just a thing you can order that's weird. It's either Amazon or Etsy.
Right.
Even if it's not.
Right. How many graphics am I going to make? It's silly. All right. Heather, you want to get into it? And I know we're going to go beyond the graphics that I have because
We're going to go beyond the graphics, but I don't even want to accept the cookies for this thing. That's how freaking terrifying it is. I said no. It's called Puffy. It's called Loving Bear Puffy. It is a plush figure in the shape and size of a male human body, but with the head of a half-asleep bear. He replaces the need for the physical presence of a person in moments and situations of life, especially long, lonely nights. Yep, there he is. He's terrifying.
Yeah.
Why are the hands tiny? I mean, that's the least of all our concerns.
Tiny? Why isn't the head
Right.
also proportionate to...
Why is the head so small? Why is the hand so small? What's going on with this bear's face? Yeah,
I do want to.
Doesn't even begin.
I do want to point out, I couldn't get the whole picture when I was trying to get this, but she's doing that thing where, like, one of her legs is up.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That little, like, carefree, like, my leg's behind me because I'm, like, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kicking it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, this person is just like, hey, I'm just hanging out.
Which one is it?
With a bear squiggly behind me.
And who's like, man, when I'm doing that work from home, sitting on the floor, not even on my couch, when I'm sitting on the floor working from home, I really need to have this full-sized bear behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In my little crop top. Yeah.
Yeah. The other image I have is this one where she's...
Which other one did you... Yeah. What the hell? It's the proportions. Yeah.
Yeah.
The proportions are horrifying.
Also, like, I don't... Not to mock anyone's homemade projects, but they really, like... If this is what they're mass marketing, they really kind of half-assed the detail. Like, it looks like they just took clothes, stuffed it with things, and then ripped a bear off, or just, like, stuffed a teddy bear in.
Yeah. I'd love to share a couple of more things.
Yeah, please
I'd like to share a couple more things for you to know about this product. They do have a warning. Attention, due to Puffy's human figure and size, it will take time to get used to him. But we assure you that very soon you will get used to his presence and will enjoy and cuddle him only. Okay? Fun fact, Puffy is shown here wearing clothes to help you envision what he will look like. Please note that he will arrive with no clothing of his own, and you get to choose how you dress him. So you're getting there's no pictures of this naked bear, at least that
I was like,
seen.
what is Puffy naked?
Oh no, I think there are.
Are there? Hold on. Let's see if I can find some.
Yeah, I think it's
wait.
You need to meet Puffy.
Oh my god, wait. How much do you think this thing costs? I did not see how much this costs. How much do you all think this costs?
$500.
Okay, that's actually it's less than that. It's $198. Joy said 1,000. Guys, I thought it was going to be like $75.
Well, 'cause, like, again,
you do construct things, yes.
Well, and not to make it creepy, but like sex dolls that people buy are very expensive. And
we all do think
to someone who
that this is. But like, so then that begs the question: is this for furries? Like, what's the idea?
I mean, they just had sex.
Something happened
image right here. Something happened. She definitely.
Yes. Well, this is the same person that was working from home on her floor, so I guess things took a turn.
Break.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's the same person.
They were studying.
It's a different Puffy.
Oh, it is?
Different clothes.
Oh my god. Oh, she's got more than one.
He's cheating on her living room Puffy.
No, there's drama. There's drama. So Joy thinks she changed his clothes. I mean, that's also possible, Joy. I would love to share a couple more if I may.
Yeah, please do.
So here he is naked.
Oh.
I mean, they don't even show you the front
because with the proportions. Like, come on, why is the head so tiny?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. I really hate this.
I'm so creepy.
And then beforehand.
And you said there were no naked photos.
I was wrong. I was pointing out, like, so she's the founder. Oh, okay. She's the founder.
Why does it also have like
she's the founder and model
of itself on its chest?
I don't know, Julia. I don't know. Here's another staff member. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another staff member. Yeah, he does have a tattoo. And then here's my favorite. Why is the bear looking at his dick? What? Why? Can somebody please explain this to me?
Because it's out. That's why.
Oh no, I don't even want to know about it.
When someone takes it out, you look at it.
Works in many workshops with many puppets. Their office must be fucking terrifying.
I would think so. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. That's this horrifying. I guess there's no.
I'm glad you didn't show us.
Wait a minute.
You sharing again?
Excuse me. Yeah. I'm about to.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if there were reviews, and I clicked on something called BG, which I thought might be reviews. It's not. It's the site in Bulgarian, which I guess might be where it's from, with this boudoir/wedding photo. What?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
They changed the images for Bulgaria? Like this?
Yeah, I guess so. Bulgaria got...
That's the creator.
Yep. And she is in a wedding dress with the bear.
I don't think that's lingerie, Heather. I don't think that's a wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then she's in full family.
I mean, Puffy's naked, so...
Why are they drinking? They're holding a drink! What is happening?
Yeah, they definitely had sex. There is no question that they had sex.
There's a question with this one. And she's thinking about it, like...
Is this a Ukrainian-based company or a... Not Ukrainian.
Yeah, I guess it's Bulgarian. Right?
Bulgarian.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah. It's pretty awful. It's pretty horrifying.
Yeah. How did you find this exactly? Because I know you found this one.
So I actually found this on Instagram. It was one of those weird, things get
Heather's
suggested.
algorithm now is just all
my algorithm. I think yes, I can. My Etsy algorithm is so messed up now. It's so funny every time I log on because my algorithm now on Etsy is pickle-based things like pickle products.
You're welcome.
Weird shit. Which includes a lot of Nicolas Cage stuff because all the weird stuff that we find is almost always Nicolas Cage, and I get it why, but at the same time I'm like, how many weird items can exist with Nicolas Cage? And then vintage dresses. So that's my algorithm right now. I mean, it's really funny.
I mean, especially if you have a pickle thing and a Nicolas Cage thing, because there are so many Nicolas Cage items.
Yep.
Items that.
Oh yeah.
The item just freaks out.
There's a lot of Nicolas Cage. Yep. I just hear Chris behind me going, Nicolas Cage.
Are we ready to move on to item number 2?
I think so. I think everyone's nightmares.
You mean the greatest game ever created?
That is what I'm referring to. Yes.
Yes. It's called Doo-Doo Kangaroo. I didn't see what platform you could buy this off of.
This is why the toilet exploded.
Right.
This is it.
This is. And actually, you'll see even more why. So Doo-Doo Kangaroo is a game for 2 to 4 players, and your goal is to feed donuts to this kangaroo without it going to the bathroom.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Kangaroos.
I watched a whole instructional video on how to play it, and it truly is. You spin a spinner, and you have donuts on your plate, and you feed them to this kangaroo. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. I will say the creepy thing about this toy, other than it's a pooping kangaroo, is the look. It gyrates and spins around, so it's hard to get. That's the skill of the game. Is you have to get donuts in its mouth because it's
oh, so it's moving.
It spins around. Also, I don't know how to show the creepy video, but go look up for yourselves the creepy commercial video for it because they have this cartoon of this kangaroo where its eyes get very poop face.
Heather, do you want to find it and share screen again?
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
all
that
I
was the
typed in
thing
was
that creeped me out the most.
do K, and it immediately popped up. Oh no.
Because like poop-based games actually are pretty common for kids, but it was the creepy, the very realistic poop face they gave the cartoon.
Okay, hold on.
So Julia, when is it arriving to your house? Because I assume that you
buy this one. I know. I normally get the.
Julia does usually try the products. It's true.
Yeah.
I do. This one I was like, I'll be good. I don't need to.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
If you found it?
To work. Yes, I did. All right, everyone.
Yeah. Do they have the...
I don't know if we're going to get sound, but...
That's okay.
Guess it doesn't carry.
Yeah, see, it spins around and...
And you're trying to throw donuts in its face?
You're trying to throw donuts in its face.
Oh, you just stick it. Oh.
And then you have to, you feed it a donut, and then you press the thing, and your goal is that your donut isn't the one that makes it shit. Basically.
So it's however many donuts come up when you spin it is how many you have to put in its mouth, and every time you put one in its mouth, you have to press the button. And sometimes nothing happens, but sometimes happens.
Sometimes it explodes all of its
Sometimes it explodes, and he poops. And then you just put them back and you serve them.
Yep.
Wow.
Just like Dunkin' Donuts.
Just like Dunkin' Donuts, everybody. Wow.
But there was this like cartoon trailer of it where it's like eyes were like very like shit face. Like constantly.
Heather will find it.
But if you can't find it, that's okay. I mean, it's just hours of more poop fun for us.
Is this it? Let's see. This is families playing it. No, this isn't like the... This is just families playing it, having fun.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a cat, like, clawing my arm. That's why my face looks weird. Hey, buddy, say hi.
Whoa. Hi. Hello.
Hi, bud.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, look at him. Look how cute he is. Hello. He's a baby.
So, yeah, that's Doo-Doo Kangaroo.
That is, that's crazy.
All right. Which I guess then brings it to my story, which I'm going to preface this. Normally I like to pick one that everybody should buy. Not this time. Don't buy the thing that I'm about to show you. And I'm warning you right now that I picked a thing that was very upsetting. So don't buy it. It's a Christmas ornament because we're just out of Christmas, and everybody knows that now is the time to buy.
Get your discounts.
Yeah, to get your discount on different items. So the title of this episode is "He Sees You When You're Sleeping," and that is also the title of this ornament. So here we go. It is a realistic eye with the words "He sees you when you're sleeping" etched in, and then it also is glow in the dark. So if you see your tree at night, it's a glow in the dark eye that says "He sees you when you're sleeping." Get this for somebody who you hate and want to never be able to sleep again, because that seems to be the only point. This is only, I believe, $19. So
this is so horrifying because it's really horrifying with the lights on.
Right.
But it's still horrifying with the lights off.
Yeah.
With it glowing like that. Like, I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and see that. That's terrifying.
Yeah, the fact that the eye additionally glows so it feels like it's staring at you. Like,
I'm all for making your own art and being weird, but like sometimes you don't need to sell it.
You don't need to monetize it. Yeah.
Yeah,
just make your art, enjoy it.
You don't need to scar everybody all the time. So, this one is on Etsy. So, if you just type in "He sees you when you're sleeping," you can get this delivered to you very soon.
Yeah, my Etsy is also full of strange eyeball based.
Over?
Isn't that weird? And look at how it I wonder if it's a technique so that when it glows, it
glow in the dark paint.
Yeah, that just adds to how creepy it looks too.
All right, I'm going to take it down because
please.
It is.
We don't need it.
It is horrifying.
We don't need it looking at us.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to look at the viewership thing, and it's just going to drop like
immediately when that pops up. Yeah.
Ah!
Yep. No, get it away. Which, guys, brings us to that was our last thing. It brings us to the end of our show.
Oh.
Julia,
you ended on a really great note.
Yes, on a horrifying note. Julia, thank you so much for being here. Where can people find out?
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, of course.
Always.
Where can people find out more about what you got going on?
Definitely check out my Instagram at Julia Darden. Yeah, there it is. I've got some fun projects coming up actually for February and March. If you like escape room and immersive theater, I'm a part of something called the Golden Scribe tea. So best to find it just on my Instagram. All the info will be there.
Nice.
If you want to play some puzzles and drink some tea and take down a cult society.
Awesome.
Wow.
Cool.
So it's like cool. Awesome. It's not stressful. It's like fun.
No, it's very fun. It's very group interactive. So if you're not really good at puzzles, totally fine because you work as a giant team. So
that sounds like something really fun.
Giant team being like your table plus like the whole room. So yeah.
Awesome.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Heather, what do you got coming up?
Nothing currently, but I'm sure as the weeks go by that will change. If you don't follow Red Shirts, the musical improv group I am part of, we just added a new member. So congrats to Sarah, who is joining our team. Sarah, I may mispronounce your last name. I apologize. I think it's Muchek. But I'm very excited to have her join us. And hopefully we're going to have some shows to announce soon so you can check us all out.
Awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
It's super exciting.
And for me, you can follow us at Super Important Stuff on Instagram and find out about upcoming guests and all sorts of things and when we're not going to be on and all that. And you can follow me at DDATO. And I know we didn't talk about a friend. We're probably going to be off next week because I am having eye surgery. And I don't know that I will have time to prep for the show. So we should have talked about that beforehand, but I guess... that may change. I don't know. Check back. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's all good.
Cool. Well, Julia, thank you so much for stopping by.
Till next time.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys again.
When you're sleeping.
Oh my God! That's gonna pop up in my dreams, but like attached to the bear.
Oh God. Oh, that's even worse. Bye, everybody.
You're welcome.